There are more AI automation agencies right now than at any point in history, and most of them won't exist in the next 12 months. And it has nothing to do with their tech or tools. So if you're selling AI to businesses right now, building automations, setting up AI agents, running an AI agency, and you're stuck under 10K per month just to keep a few leads coming in, then this video is for you. Because in this video, I'm going to show you the truth about selling AI to businesses and what it actually does to the person who's running them, aka you. And no, I'm not going to flex case studies on you. I say this as someone who spent over 2 years in this exact space and made every possible mistake you can ever imagine. I jumped between every new shiny tool, I switched niches constantly, I chased views instead of trust, and that got me nowhere. So I'm going to show you in this video why most people who sell AI to businesses fail, and then that small change that fixes everything. Now here's the thing that nobody wants to say out loud. The automation you're selling, the N8A build, workflow, the GPT agent, the client cannot tell the difference between yours and the next guy's. So what happens? You get on a call, you pitch your automation, and the prospect goes, let me think about it. Because 3 other people message them that exact week with the same offer. And the only lever you have to deal with is the price. So what you do? You drop it. And then you drop it again on the next call and the next and the next, and it just all go back in a loop. Now this is the trap. You see, when you sell AI as a thing, you're selling a tool basically. And guess what? Tools get cheaper month after month. 6 months ago, that workflow was worth 3 grand. Now there's a YouTube tutorial from Nixarai, for example, which you can do it in 4 hours. And guess what? Your prospect has already watched it. So you're not just competing with other agencies and guys like Nixarai and Nate Her. You're competing with the tool getting easier and much cheaper to sell. So that was reason number 1. Reason number 2, you've accidentally built yourself a cold outreach treadmill. Now this is the one that quietly burns people out. Think about how your leads actually come right now. You send DMs, you send emails maybe you've gotten a setter or 2, and it works out kind of. You send hundreds of messages, book 2 calls, so you make sure to send hundreds of messages every single day. But here's what that really means. Basically, you are the lead generation. The day you stop sending, the leads stop coming in. And you can't get sick, you can't take a day off, you can't focus on actually delivering for your clients. Because the second you do, your pipeline goes dry. And it gets worse actually, because every one of those leads is cold. And no, I don't mean cold that you should put a jacket on them. I mean cold as if they never seen you before. They don't trust you, so every call you take, you're starting from basically 0. Trying to convince a stranger that you're not a scammer in the first 10 seconds. And that's why your close rate is low. That's why people ghost you after having the call. Now compare that how a real business works. For example, a plumber. A plumber with a reputation in his own hometown doesn't go around calling people. They already know him. There's people waiting to buy, people calling him all the time. So he's not selling. He's just showing up on the demand. Now most people selling AI never get to that point because they've built themselves a second full-time job because they're doing everything manually. So make sure you understand this one because that's the difference between a business and a treadmill. Reason 3, you're branding yourself on a tool that's going to die anyway. Now here's where most people miss everything. A lot of people brand themselves around a tool. They become the N8N guy or the GPT person, for example, or maybe even Claude. And it feels smart because that tool right now it's hot. But you don't know what happened to the people who already built their identity on only one tool. It gets forgotten. The tool will get replaced, things will move on, trend goes, everything flops. For example, the platform can change the pricing or the API, and suddenly the thing you marketed yourself around becomes outdated. And you're starting all over again, rebuilding your position from scratch again. So now you've got commoditized offers, a cold outreach treadmill, and a brand glued to a tool with an expiry date. And the obvious answer most people reach to is, I'll just do more outreach, I'll hire more sellers, but that's just paying money to run faster on the same treadmill. It will cost you more first of all, and at the end you will not have trust in your brand. So you're just a stranger messaging other people, being a bit louder. So is selling AI to businesses a high-paying job you can never quit? For most people doing the way I described it, honestly, yeah. And it caps out. It honestly wears you down. But for one specific reason, it's the best model ever. But here's my honest answer after watching a lot of people do this. Both the ones who burn out and the ones who actually win. For a very specific kind of person, selling AI is one of the best things you can do because the demand is real and the money is actually there. And the problem is never AI, it's the commodity of people you sell to. So the people who actually win don't change what they sell. They change one thing about how they're known. They stop being one of hundreds of faceless automation runners and they become the one name in their niche that people already trust before they hop on a call with them. And when you do that, everything we kind of talked about here already flips on its head. You stop competing on price because someone who already trusts you is now there shopping around the cheapest option. The cold outreach slows down because people are now coming to you instead of you chasing them. And by the way, it stops mattering what tools you use because you're known for fixing one specific problem, not the NAT guy. So let me show you how I would actually build that if I were to start from zero. First, you need to stop positioning yourself around the tool and start positioning yourself around one problem in your niche. So instead of saying something like I build AI automations, it becomes something like I help law firms stop losing leads from slow intake. That's it. It's the same work you're already doing, but now it's more specific, you see? Second, you need to build more trust instead of sending more cold outreach. And the way you do that is with content, of course, but not the way most people think. You don't need to become a content creator posting every single day. You need 1 to 2 YouTube videos every single week in order to create demand and basically nurture your audience before they even hop on a call with you. Third, make sure you turn that attention into something you own. So every video, every post points people to a free space of yours. Think of school community, for example. Here you can capture them, follow up automatically, and send them details, for example, about your offer. And that's really how views turn into actual clients. Because by the time someone books a call with you, they already want to work with you. And here's why this works so well right now. For example, one video becomes a LinkedIn post, shorts, an email, or a community post, for example, on school. So you're everywhere your buyers are without filming more. And the AI, the thing you already know and you're well known for, can already do the automation for you. So you go from chasing strangers whole day to being the name in your space. And honestly, that's the whole thing. You're still selling AI automations at the end of the day, you're just not doing it the same desperate way everyone else in your space already does. So here's what I would do if I were you. The hardest part out of everything I just talked about is step number 1, actually working on the things that you should be doing. So I built a free Claude prompt that does everything for you I just explained here. You can paste it in the Claude, it will ask a few questions about you, and then you can go from there. It will hand you down the exact problem you should fix, your positioning, and what type of content to post. And please do me a favor while you're here, drop a comment down below with the exact niche you're in so I can see who's actually watching, and then subscribe. See you in the next one.